This is Disney's Pop Century Resort in Orlando from summer 2023. This is a map of all of the buildings. I'm going to take a little tour around some of the fun decade buildings. It is a favorite value resort because you're right on the Skyliner and they have new modern rooms. Let's take a look. It's the Skyliner this morning, so there's a little bridge. It goes from here and then there's a little bridge back there. So the bridge to the Skyliner is probably closest to the 60s, but if you don't want to pay for preferred rooms, then the 50s or 70s building could be requested because it's still not too far to walk to the bridge to the Skyliner there. And then across we have Art and Animation, which we stayed at those Little Mermaid rooms before. Okay. And then the 50s buildings, they all have big bowling pins. The end of their buildings. And 60s is right there with the yo-yos. And as you walk along the lake too, it's very nice. There's benches and they have little timeline for 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. I did not see 90s though, unless I missed it. And they have records and transistor radios on their buildings. So there by the Skyliner, they call it the Generation Gap Bridge because Art of Animation, it opened in 2011, but at first it was supposed to be the second part of Pop Century, and it was going to be earlier decades of the 1900s, like the 1940s, 30s, and 20s, but they stopped production because of the September 11th attacks and then a drop in attendance, so it sat empty for a little while until they changed it to Art of Animation, which I think works really well. It's super cute with Little Mermaid, Finding Nemo, Cars, and Lion King, sorry. Again, this is a nice, I think, a 1.3 mile running path. And I'm going to show you the 50s area. So the 50s also has a pool shaped like a bowling pin. So if you don't want to go to the big main pool, the 50s and the 90s have pools that are a little less busy. It's cute. There's bowling shoe rack. Here we have a giant jukebox. Oh, and this is a laundry area. So there's bathrooms with showers here on the side pools and laundry rooms. You can use credit card or magic bands. The 90s side pool has one too. And I like that there is ping pong here too, just like at the 90s pool. And again, here is the 50s building area. We have Lady and the Tramp for the big characters here. And by the main pool, it looks like you can get henna and tattoos and hair wraps and braids here. That's cool. And here we are, back to Classic Hall. Alright, and here's that hippie dippy pool. The Petals pool bar back there towards Classic Hall. Giant yo-yos at the end of each building. Can you dig it? Peace, all the flowers, and their big characters. Each section has like two big objects or characters. Here they have Jungle Book and Play-Doh. Also around the pool they have sometimes some games like this. I know our pool by the 80s and 90s building by us has ping pong and bago, which is a lot of fun. David and I played that one day. Hopefully we'll get some pool time with the kids today for our last resort day. We're doing some construction. And then on the back of the Hippie Dippy pool, it looks like there is a kids pool also. Right there. And those are the pool hours, 10 to 11. They have towels, you don't need to bring any. The end of the 70s buildings, they have the 8 tracks at the end of each building. Here by the 60s building, there is a campfire at nightly with s'mores. And then this is the Classic Hall, food court, gift shop, guest services, and the transportation for the buses is right in front. Right in front of it is the 60s area. That would be your preferred building because it's closest to Classic Hall. And it has the main pool, which has the pool bar and like some games and activities during the day. This is the 70s building area. You can really play Twister here. It works. There's 2 of these. So cute. We're staying on the other side of this building, 10. I like the mood rings, the platform shoes. Here we have a big wheel that all us kids of the 70s and 80s had. Big foosball. Of course, our Mickey, and it says things like discotheque, boogie down. I don't know, what's your handle? I don't know what that means. Polyester. So, yep, our 70s. All right, this is the 80s area. We have it totally awesome. We have Pac-Man on the buildings, Radical to the mix. There's Roger Rabbit, not a great big fan.
I am.
The waterproof sports Walkman David had, breakdancing people. And then the 90s building is just it says whatever, surf-a-net. We have floppy disks at the pool and an old laptop. And the mirror is on the keyboard. Is she spelling something? Nice. We are ready to jump in. Let's get in before it rains because we need to try to get in all 3 pools today. And, you know, there's always summer storms, so let's go.